Certainly disappointed in the outcome of the game. Going to give Citadel credit. Coach Brent Thompson and his team did an outstanding job of winning the football game. They didn't make a whole lot of mistakes. Didn't jump off sides, didn't turn the ball over. Very difficult, tough loss for us at home. But at the end of the day, we've got to look ahead to the next game. But I want to say we had some great performances. Marquise Irvin played about as fine a game as he's played since he's been here. Made some big-time catches. Dorian Kithcart played really good on the inside. And Matt Shield had 3 punts for an average of over 48 yards. Really flipped the field for us and showed what his ability. The game comes down to 3 simple things. Number 1, we weren't able to rush the ball on offense. Number 2, we gave up too many big plays on defense. And then number 3, everybody saw it, the kickoff return for touchdown. So very disappointing in those 3 areas. We still got a lot of work to do as a team. We got to get back and get better, and that's what we'll do. And we started yesterday at practice, and obviously today's our day off, and we'll hit the practice field running tomorrow. Questions? Yeah, Robert Riddle's got a broken collarbone. We'll be out for a while. I don't know a timetable on it, but obviously, he suffered he scrambled out of the pocket trying to throw the ball away. I think the guy just fell right on his shoulder, and it's an unfortunate situation for Robert and certainly for us. The good news is we have a guy named Kalen Riley that's played 11 games last year, so we have some experience at that position. The other guy I want to mention is Sidney Otiwu. He's got a lower leg injury. He's going to miss some time as well. Anytime you play a physical game like that, you're going to get beat up. It's going to be bumps and bruises. We are going to get Cam Lott back this week. Cam did not play last week. So we'll get him back, but certainly a tough situation for Robert and our football team. But next man up, somebody's got to step up and make plays, and we'll look for Kalen to do that. Yeah, it's really difficult because his best ball is ahead of him. He had a solid game last week, a really good game, and he did some really good things on Saturday. Made a couple of mistakes, but as a freshman, you're going to see that. But his best ball's ahead of him, and just unfortunate there. He was out of the pocket trying to do what he needs to do to get the ball out of bounds, and probably could have thrown it out a little bit earlier. Just one of those awkward falls on his shoulder. That's just the way it works. Well, I think our receivers and our offense and our coaches and everybody has confidence in Kalen because he's done it before. We're just watching last year's VMI game, and he's making a lot of great plays in that game. So obviously, there's not a huge drop off there. Robert, won the battle just barely, and so Kalen will come in and make some plays for us, and we'll see how far he can progress and get better as the season moves on. I don't think you can linger at all. I think you've got to put it behind you and move on. I mean, in this league, and we say it all the time, in this league, there are going to be tough games in the fourth quarter. And I was proud of our team. We got down 31-24. They had the momentum. What a great drive we had coming back down the field, and what a great throw and catch. I guess Robert threw it to who caught that one? David Durden, right in the corner of the end zone. Big catch by David, and then got the extra point through there to tie it, and then unfortunately the kickoff return, and we still had I guess 55 seconds with 2 timeouts, and we got it down there, but we just couldn't get it to where we could get a throw to the end zone. So we've got to put this game behind us. I think we did a good job of that yesterday at practice, and move forward to a very difficult VMI team. Well, every week's a challenge. Every game's a challenge. It's about matchups. Last week's matchup was obviously their ground game versus our defense, and then our offense versus their defense, and it's totally different. This week we're going to see VMI, and they're totally different than what we just saw. Matter of fact, they are averaging they're averaging almost 60 passes a game. They had 73 attempts last week and 61 the week before. They ran 109 plays last week in a game, so they're up tempo. They're averaging 86 plays a game. They're 0-4. However, you can see them getting better each game. They played Toledo, a very good Toledo team. Lost to Wofford, who everybody knows Wofford's pretty good. Lost to East Tennessee State 27-24, and then this past week against Western Carolina at Western Carolina 52-50, and they had a throw in the end zone where the young man was open on a 2-point play with 22 seconds left and just couldn't get it in. to tie it. But very dangerous team. Coach Walkenheim's done a really good job there with that program. They've kind of transitioned to a couple of different offenses. They've settled in on, hey, we're going to throw the ball, we're going to be up tempo, we're going to get it down the field. That's what they're doing. Reese Udinski is their quarterback. The impressive thing that he's done is they got 5 receivers that have over double-digit catches this year, and so they're spreading the ball around. And then 3-4 defense, very aggressive defense, trying to get the ball back as quick as they can to their offense so they can run as many plays as they can on that side of the ball. Well, I think the mindset of this team is, with the experience that we have, they'll reset and refocus. They've already done that yesterday, and I really believe in this team. I really believe we still got some special things ahead. But at the end of the day, it's week by week. It's the challenge you have in front of you. What can you do to prepare yourself to be great on Saturday? And then when you get to Saturday, it's like I told our team, we had a great week of practice last week. But when you get to Saturday, we have got to perform on the field, and we didn't do a good enough job of that. We did some really good things during the course of the day. Threw for 347 yards. Defensively, we stopped them for the most part, but there's about 4 big plays that they had that they were big plays, and they were 70-yarders. And so when you give up those, it certainly hurts your defense and hurts your opportunity to win a game. Well, obviously a different challenge. I'm sure VMI will look at the Sanford tape. We've got to do a lot of the same things we did against Sanford. We dropped 8. We rushed 3. Sometimes we rushed 4. Sometimes we would blitz with rush 6. And so, you got to do a lot of different things to mix it up against a team like this that's so versatile. But they're going to spread the field. They're going to throw, get the ball out of the hand very quick and throw quick routes. And defensively, we've got to do a really good job of tackling in space like we did last week. So it's a different challenge, but we've had this challenge before, I guess, 2 weeks ago. And so we just got to change gears, switch gears from the triple option on defense to another spread team that throws the ball. No, he's fine. I mean, everybody's nicked up at this time, but he's fine. And we got great confidence in T, and we got great confidence in our backup, Tyree Devison. And Tyree, he's got to get a little bit more time in there because he's a really good running back as well. T's just a speed guy. He can pop at any minute. But it's just, he would probably tell you it's just old age, 50-year guy, shaking a few things out. But, we got to do a better job of rushing the ball, and that all falls on some of the things that we're doing offensively, and falls on me, and we're going to get that corrected this week.
We found out a lot about ourselves this game. It was a hard-fought game to the end. We didn't give up. We played until the last horn blew on the clock. So we knew that we gave our all and went out there, but we just have to correct the few mental mistakes and lapses that we have in the game. And if we correct those, we can be a very good defense and team. Anytime you have big plays that go against you and hurt you like they did Saturday, it's going to motivate you the next game to try to stop that. And especially against VMI, their high-powered offense, they scored, I think, 50 points last game. So we're going to it's going to be a huge task coming out, and it's going to be a great challenge to test and see where we're at as a defense. We really can't change anything. We just have to keep our routine the same and prepare the same way we have been preparing every week. We just have to come out to practice every day and just, like we always say, it's 1-0. We can't think about the past. We can't think about the future. We just have to think about the game ahead of us and the game right now. So we just have to try to go 1-0 this week. The SoCon is a crazy conference, as we know. It's a lot of great teams, and it's always a lot that goes on towards the end of the season. So we just can't let this one loss affect the next game or the game after. We just have to come out every week. And I just try to let the young guys know this isn't the end. This is just one bump in the road, and we can always recover and still attain all our goals that we had planned at the beginning of the season.
I'm really trying to get back to our foundations. We made a few mental mistakes, a lot of like a lack of communication. So we're gonna try to work on that this week. No, not really. We were in a rare position where we just had 2 good quarterbacks. So things are gonna go as scheduled pretty much. It takes a lot of worry off of you because most teams, if your starting quarterback goes down, it's like, oh man, that might be the season. But we're in a good situation. I think more blitz because we just did a little bit of film study. We haven't done everything yet, but we're gonna have to communicate, be ready to pick up what they bring. That's how every game goes. It comes down to the fourth quarter. We still have a lot more ball to go, so we want to make sure everybody's head's still up.